Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about climate striking because I participated in one last Friday. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a like, and turn on the bell to be notified when I post a new video. Our government leaders from DC to New York aren't doing enough on climate change, and because of this inaction, we are all going to suffer. Small changes aren't enough. Massive change needs to happen, or else 12 years from now, our CO2 levels are going to reach a deadly point. Politics, misinformation, and corporate greed are to blame, but with people striking, this really shows that we are a powerful force to be reckoned with. The youth are out there trying to make their voices heard, and that is a very powerful statement to fight all this injustice that politics is doing, as well as corporations. Before my group left to join the rest of the strikers, I gave a very short speech. This was super cool to do because it pumped up the crowd, but at the same time, I could see really young children out there in strollers listening to my speech, and they really never should have ever had to worry about climate change. Our leaders now should be taking care of it, and they aren't. So it was highly unfortunate to see this, but I was so happy they were there, but it goes both ways. When we finally met the rest of the strikers, there were so many young people. This was so great to see because there was so much noise, a lot of cool signs, and we were really pressuring the government to take action on climate change. Only one person from the assembly came to speak to our march, and there was over 1,000 people there striking for climate change. So that's great because we have power in numbers, but also people had to miss school to be there today, and they should never had to miss school in the first place. But I'm so glad they did because it was such a powerful, powerful sign. I already mentioned that many government leaders weren't there at all, and their staff wasn't there either. This is highly unfortunate because they are a huge part of the conversation. Many of the young people that were marching can't be elected into the government due to age restriction laws, so they can't be advocating for themselves, and we're not getting a seat at the table. I was really saddened to see that no one showed up to even listen to what we had to say. I really wish they had so we could get a seat at the table and advocate for our futures. Overall, the whole experience was really encouraging. I got to see so many young activists out there marching for what they believe in. But on the flip side, it's super sad that we have to be at this point. We shouldn't have to be yelling and screaming to get our point across to government lawmakers. They should hear us and acknowledge us that change needs to happen, because climate change is here and happening, and whether you believe in it or not, it's going to affect you in a very negative way. So we have to start affecting change now rather than 12 years from now when our CO2 emissions are just going to be really, really deadly. And who knows what's going to happen. So we need to take care of this stuff now. And I really hope the strike in my area of Albany showed the governor, the assembly, and the Senate that action needs to happen today. I have a quick question. Are you going to start climate striking? Let me know in the comments below by writing fighter. Striking is great, but it's not enough. We need to call our lawmakers, boycott corporations that don't believe in climate change, and vote for people that do believe in climate change, as well as report misinformation. Believe me, calling your lawmakers matters. They are there to represent you and your beliefs. They're not there for themselves, they're there for you. So you need to call and make your voice heard. But make sure, whether you're striking, calling your lawmakers, boycotting corporations, that you're respectful about it and not adding anger or fuel to the fire that can be used against you. Until we have leadership that believes in climate change, nothing's going to happen. So that's where all constituents and people of New York State and globally come in. You need to voice your opinion and stress the importance of climate change to you and your community. Believe me, I really wish that lawmakers will be taking it seriously in DC and New York, but they aren't as much as they should be. So this is why we have to take action today. And even if you're just one person, you really can make a difference. And within your circle of influence as well, utilize your family and friends to make sure they're advocating for climate change action as well. I really wanted to make this video because the strike really left an imprint on me, and it was such a cool experience, and I want everyone to participate in the strike or do something to help advocate for climate change action. This was not necessarily to give you any tips or tricks, it was just to sort of explain to you why we all need to do something. And for me, I'm definitely going to be striking more and continuing to make videos like this, trying to educate people about sustainability. Because if I can change one person's mind, that makes a world of difference, because they know 50 or 100 people that they can probably convinced to make change as well. So believe me, one person matters, and we need to advocate for climate change action. I can't stress that enough. We just need to. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Next Friday, I'm actually going to talk about non-renewable and renewable energy sources and how they help and hurt the planet. If you want to learn about sustainability in architecture, click the video right here. Also, take a picture of this screen right now and I'll shout you out on social media. Just tag me on Instagram or Twitter. Lastly, if you like this video, please subscribe, give it a like, and share it with someone who could benefit. Let's make the world a better place.